Colin Bellamy's Wallace and Stevens road roller is a familiar sight in the rally scene. When we were stopped at the old Spotted Cow on the road run that we went out last weekend, we took some time to catch up with Colin and find out more about his engine.
Colin Bellamy from Witney.
Right. And so what engine have we got here?
We've got a Wallace and Stevens Advanced 1929 steamroller designed for rolling tarmac macadam.
Right, yeah.
Which it was specifically designed for doing that. So tarmac as we know today just came out then.
So I'm fascinated by the cylinder block arrangement because it's quite unusual, isn't it?
So it's what you call a duplex, which is two high pressure cylinders, and it's a piston valve,
right,
which is slightly more efficient,
slightly more forgiving.
For yeah, possibly. I don't know. No, probably not a piston valve, but and yeah, twin cylinder, high revving. The idea was this could roll forwards and back a lot quicker with the little flywheels. So if you see the flywheels are a lot smaller than an Evelyn, so that was the idea.
So you can change direction more quickly because you haven't got so much momentum in the flywheel.
Absolutely. They put these engines on cranes, boat anchor winches, sort of things like that. That was the sort of design of them.
And how long have you owned the engine?
We've owned it about 14, 15 years now. And bought it as a bit of a rusty engine and have done it since then. Done a lot of mechanical, but the boiler's always been sound.
Right, so if you've got a sound boiler and you've got sound firebox and so on, and you know everything else is reasonable from there, isn't it?
Absolutely, yeah. That's the secret, really.
What's the so what sort of mechanical work have you done?
Piston rods, valves, pins, new bearings, safety valves, new smoke box. Oh, the list just carries on. New pipe work.
Because these are unusual tanks as well, aren't they?
Yeah. So the idea of the tank in the middle was, as you use the water, you kept the even balance. Right. So on other rollers, the weight was at the back, and as you use the water, the weight changed, and the pattern you made in the tarmac was different.
Yeah.
So that was the idea of the tanks in the middle. As it got lighter, that was what it was.
So when we look on the footplate then, tell us about the controls that we've got on there, the duplex.
So, if you're willing to follow me. So the regulator is there. That lets the steam in and out. The reversing lever, that makes it go forwards and backwards. And then we got two injectors and a steering wheel.
Okay.
But the injectors can also double up. You can use one to suck water up to put water on the rolls, or run other auxiliary things. And then originally this would have been a one-man engine, so you'd have had two bunkers full of coal. And it does about 12 miles on a tank full of water and a bunker full of coal. So that's sort of the way it goes.
And she ticks along on the road okay?
Yeah, it does 6-7 miles an hour, uphill and downhill, so it's quite a powerful little engine.
Well, that's all you really want.
You don't want to go any faster, because with the potholes, you know, you got no suspension as such.
Well, although the rubber tyres here will help, won't they?
Yeah, the rubber tyres are a great help. They help with grip as well.
Yeah.
Certainly on a manhole cover, you can slide.
Did you have them vulcanised?
Oh, I did have, yeah. You only want to do one set of vulcanisation in your life. Yeah. It's very expensive.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of effort. and they sandblast the wheels, so you have to repaint all the wheels. You have to do the whole lot.
Yeah, I've been thinking about getting the Garrett vulcanised.
Yeah, it's
having lost a tyre a couple of times now.
yeah. It's really good. It's a really good process. There's a couple of companies I've used both. They're really, really good, but it's not cheap.
Yeah.
Definitely not. And
Well, nice to get out on a day like today, though.
it's gorgeous,
Very
isn't
lucky
it?
with the weather.
It's absolutely gorgeous, isn't it? You can't beat it. And all the other engines as well. It's a brilliant turnout. Hopefully we'll have a good evening tonight at the Trout.
Well, I dare say there'll be a beer or two.
I would have thought so, yeah.
We did have one or two last night.
No, sounds a good idea, really. But
Oh, well, thanks for telling us about the engine.
that's all right, no problem. Thank you.